I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks come into today's game looking for a way to pick up win number 10 on the season. It's the 49ers going up against the Seahawks.
All right, Larry, somewhat surprisingly, the rain has held off. Just overcast skies so far as you get a look inside CenturyLink Field in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Look at the spin. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. Here to his running back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Back to throw. Smith out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up the 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Now it's Lockett. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
Spins past it. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over. On 1st down, Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete is Gutierrez. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Fresh set of downs here. Wilson operating from the gun. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had Instead, second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Now Wilson throwing again. They set up the screen to Rawls. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who were in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, nice move. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Big boys down there in the trenches and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Looking to throw. Schmidt. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Taken in at the 11. We'll call that a punt at 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
First carry for Thomas Rawls. Finding room at the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On second down, here's Wilson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And San Francisco gets set to go here as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Off the play fake. Schmidt. Over the middle, complete. That's Oliver. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him. And some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8. And
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 24-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
A nickel look by Seattle on 3rd down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. Operating from the gun. Schmidt. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Malik McDowell in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 22. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but, boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd down following the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Oliver. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the 49ers are back within a score. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Now, the good thing for you, partner, is you're not as old as I am, okay?
True.
So back when the dinosaurs roamed the earth, the right side of an offensive line was almost always your power side. Your bigger, stronger, physical guys. And on this play, they tossed it right, and look like it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, but that's not the case so much anymore, you're saying, with the bigger guys?
Not necessarily.
You find the best guys, plug them in on your O-line.
Right. As a general rule now, you're a lot more balanced on your offensive line. It might still lean towards your best pass blocker on the left side,
sure,
but not necessarily all the time.
Now it's Wilson, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to loft one. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. A little juke. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Throwing to start the drive. Schmidt, he couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Throw left side complete. It's Oliver. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Back to throw. Schmidt. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete. The Niners on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Schmidt. Over the middle, complete. That's Oliver. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. On 1st and 10, Schmidt. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to CenturyLink Field after this.
Here we go now.
From the gun, Schmidt. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They go again with Rawls. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. They run with a power back. Rawls. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On 1st down, Schmidt finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And you know,
in a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Wilson now on 1st and 10. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They go play action here on 1st down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A gain of 32 that time. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
Throwing is Wilson. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And his kick is right there. It's good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. 5 yards to go for the offense. 1st down and goal from that 5-yard line. To throw is Wilson, operating from the gun. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Eric Armstead in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. To throw on 2nd down. Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Aaron Lynch in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing again. Schmidt finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll bring up a second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Throwing on first down. Wilson. He's going to rifle up into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go!
Off play action. Schmidt, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. Give him 30 yards there. Off the play fake. Schmidt. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that second attempt. Back to the air on second down. Schmidt finds a seam inside the 40. And he comes back with one complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, a flat-out run. You put that whole package in.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 23 yards on the play. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still...
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off inside the 5. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, Not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? They'll run it now out of the gun. And he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's got room. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Wilson, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. His throw incomplete.
You don't want to throw away this excellent field position, but that's 2 incomplete passes in a row. Definitely need something big here on 3rd and 10.
Conversely, defense has done a good job on 1st and 2nd down. The coverage has been draped. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Wilson now off the bootleg. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score. That one has really opened up. The Vikings have just scored again. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
To throw again, Schmidt. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the 49ers get a score closer. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's Wilson. And this one will be brought back to the 22. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. On 1st and 10, Schmidt. And his throw is incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney.
To throw on 3rd down. Schmidt. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Blair Brown in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
All right, here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. And they're not able to convert on 4th down.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Wilson steps away to his left. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Now it's Wilson. Wide open receiver, complete. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik McDowell in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Oliver. 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right, to be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He's going to rifle one. This is caught at the 20. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. That goes for a gain of 31. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. I guess this is how you define backs against the wall. You have a long way to go. You're down by more than a score.
And the defense really isn't going to allow you to get a big play, but sometimes you just have to force it.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Operating from the gun, Schmidt. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 24. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Wilson wants to throw it. And he fires one incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Now Wilson to throw again. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. And that will be incomplete as well.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So the offense has it first and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On first down, Schmidt. He's going to let it fly. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Trying to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Throwing on first down. Schmidt. Oh, strong running by Oliver. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Elsewhere, fourth quarter score now from Baltimore. And not much trouble in that game for the Vikings. They've opened their lead further. Another victory perhaps in the car. And oh, he coughed it up! And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Shipped together here from the D-line. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down, and it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the fourth. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for 2 and decide it right now.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So what a finish here as they maneuver into the outside of his range. He steps up and drills it from long distance.
And Brandon, that was no gimme, was it? These kickers, though, all they want is a chance. And he knew that one was good the second it left his foot. And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game. And that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
One last shot for Wilson. He's going to let it fly. The swing pass caught. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for the 49ers, it's a good fifth win for them as they play out the string. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Seattle, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Seattle, so long, everybody.